Hi folks, Small Designs here, and this is part 2 of the Dragon 1/48 scale lunar approach build. So as you can see in the shot there, we have the old monogram kit. Now obviously this is the 50th anniversary kit, but it's the same mold. I haven't built that one since I was a kid, so that should be a lot of fun. Stay tuned on the channel for that build. How I'm going to put it all together, don't know yet, but should be a lot of fun. And it kind of pertains to what we're doing today. Now, we've started work on the LEM for this build. Now I'm kind of all over in the instruction book, right? I'm kind of, first started on the command module, then the service module, now the LEM. And that's because I kind of want to plan out how I want to do this model, right? Do I want to do lights? Do I want to, not do lights, that kind of thing. And basically, I want to see how this builds first. And as you can see, I cut out the windows. That was a bit of an adventure, and then of course putting it together, it needed some putty, which is kind of surprising for Dragon. I always thought that their kits, went together really well, and don't get me wrong, this is going together really well. It just needs a little bit of love, and here we go. Like, so far so good. Now I'll take off this piece right here. Nothing's glued on other than just the main body here. Like this, the back piece isn't glued on. This actually fits in really nice. I'll show you what I mean here. I'll talk about the front piece in a second. Now this piece here is glued on. As you can see, it's kind of goes together like that. It does require glue, but a lot of gaps. Like, it fits nice, but a lot of gaps. So still, it needs a little bit of sanding, but the putty, right? That's a huge gap in my opinion. And you will see it, right? Like this piece here goes on like this. So this is all exposed. So very important. Now these pieces right here originally went here, right? And then the two pegs would go there. Now, though, obviously there's a third one, but these ones I omitted because if you remember, that was for the window. Now, I took those out and made the windows much larger. So these were the original window pieces. They're really tiny, and they were actually not really correct. These were really kind of stretched out. And because we're using the aftermarket sets right here from that guy there, these are more triangular. And just like in this set here, I actually opened the box, and this is more correct than the Dragon set was. So I actually made these windows more correct. So they're more triangular now. And then, of course, they'll fit the windows. And I used these windows as kind of a guide. Okay? So the pegs are gone, only one peg left, and that's just to help it, obviously, sit in place, and then we'll correct it. Now, the reason why I removed the pegs is because they would have been, almost through the window. These back pegs right here. So at least now if I light it, you're not going to see those pegs, and then I can work with the background here, or I can just cut this out because it's all hollow on the inside and make a room out of it, or whatever I want to do. But at least I have that option now. So now you're seeing some photo etch. This does not come with the kit at all. So all those little mounting pegs that you see that are touching the photo etch do not come with the kit, nor does the photo etch. I actually took those from, I think, an old Prince Again kit, 1/350th Prince Again kit, and found something that matched, right? Because on this right here, you can see right there, right? I don't think this picture is even accurate. I actually looked at old pictures from on the internet of the LEM. So I'm gonna have to scratch build it for this too, for this model. So if you want to go for accuracy, that's what you're gonna have to do. And then of course I'll come over with paint and everything afterwards. So it's best to get it on now. The hardest part was actually getting the bend correctly without, trying to do it in two pieces. I did it in one. But that's obviously needed if you want to do, a correct LEM or lunar module, however you want to call it. So enlarging the windows and doing that took a lot of time, right, to do it correctly. And then I had a little extra piece, and then I put it on the handle there to make it a little more interesting, because there's a little bit of a, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, it's kind of engraved a little there, just to make the handle a little more interesting. Otherwise it was just a flat piece. So a lot of work there, but it once I get paint and everything over top, you'll never know that that was there. And of course, if you look at historical pictures and such, this was not really perfect anyway. This had a lot of, you know, not rips or tears, but kind of like stressed effects, things like that. So, and of course there's foil all over this thing. So we'll figure that out as it comes, but you definitely don't want, you know, gaps and holes through it. It just doesn't look right. So that's kind of where we are with that. I didn't want to go too far without showing you, you know, the work we've done, but definitely an important step is this piece right here. It's too big to ignore. I think way too big to ignore. That's a huge oversight, I think, on Dragon's part, especially for building this model. And they don't even have it in their picture. They just omitted it altogether. Also, too, when you're building this, when you're doing this top piece, make sure you get it the right way, because this top piece will fit in either or. So you don't want to get that backwards, right? And they show it right here. So this could go in either way. So make sure you got that pointed the right way. Otherwise your antennas and such will face the wrong way. It's another good thing to note. So, because this kind of looks, you know, it can get confusing. But I'm sure you're going to follow it just fine. So that's it for this video here. Hopefully you found that informative. But yeah, I look forward to your comments. And yeah, that one over there is going to be fun too. So there you go, guys. So please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.